Listen closely, chosen one. Yes, you who have found this message in this exact moment. This is no coincidence. The universe conspires to bring divine wisdom to those ready to receive it. And today, that is you. The spiritual realm has marked you for greatness, for abundance, for healing beyond measure. While others wander through life unaware, you have been awakened. The divine light within youth, perhaps dimmed by life's trials, has never been extinguished. It cannot be. For what heaven has ordained, no earthly power can diminish. Right now, divine forces are aligning specifically for your breakthrough. Can you feel it? That stirring in your spirit, that whisper that there must be more than this struggle, more than this waiting. Trust that intuition. It is the sacred knowledge placed within you before time began. Type Awaken 777 in the comments below to signal to the universe that you are ready to receive this blessing. This simple act aligns your energy with the message being revealed today. This is how you open the divine channel that has been prepared specifically for you. The challenges you face today are merely the cocoon from which your destined self will emerge. What appears as delay is divine preparation. What feels like rejection is sacred redirection. Every closed door has guided you here, to this revelation, to this moment of transformation. Do you believe that the creator of galaxies and oceans cannot solve what troubles you now? Do you think the architect of miracles cannot rewrite your story? Your breakthrough is not a question of if, but when, and that when is now approaching with unstoppable momentum. Like the mighty oak that was once a fragile acorn, your greatness has been encoded within you from the beginning. The same power that transforms winter into spring is working silently, powerfully in your circumstances, preparing a season of abundance that will make sense of every tear you've shed. Doubt may whisper that you are forgotten, that your prayers echo unanswered. But chosen one, understand this truth. The divine operates beyond human timing. What appears as silence is the meticulous orchestration of circumstances working for your highest good. The ancient texts speak of faith that moves mountains. Your mountain whether of debt, illness, loneliness, or unfulfilled purpose stands on borrowed time. Its removal has already been decreed in realms you cannot yet see with physical eyes. Open your heart, prepare your spirit. The transformation you've prayed for is closer than you think. This is just the beginning of your awakening. Chosen one, what you are about to receive is a sacred revelation that few will ever comprehend. The veil between your current reality and your divine destiny is thinner than you realize. One prayer offered with pure intention and unwavering faith can tear this veil asunder. Those who have walked before you, the great spiritual masters and miracle workers of every age, understood this profound truth. Transformation is not gradual but instantaneous when aligned with divine timing. The caterpillar does not slowly become a butterfly. There is a moment, a divine millisecond, when everything changes. Your life stands at this precise threshold now. Look back at the path that has led you here. The disappointments that once crushed your spirit, the rejections that seemed to mock your dreams, the delays that tested your patient soul were divinely orchestrated detours guiding you to this exact revelation. Nothing, absolutely nothing in your journey has been wasted. Do you understand the power that resides within you? The same force that ignited stars and set planets in motion dwells in your very being. It has never abandoned you, even in your darkest hours when doubt clouded your vision and fear gripped your heart. For every tear you've shed in secret, heaven has been collecting them. For every unanswered prayer that led you to question your worth, divine messengers have been arranging your comeback. The universe operates with perfect precision, and your breakthrough has been calculated to the exact moment when its impact will be most profound. Why do you think this message found you today? Why, out of millions of potential moments, did your eyes fall upon these words now? The synchronicity is undeniably. Spirit was ready, and the message appeared. Share this video now with 5 people who need this divine awakening. This action multiplies the blessing and opens wider channels of abundance, not just for you, but for all connected to your spiritual journey. The divine economy operates on principles of multiplication. What you freely give returns to you manifold. Those voices of limitation that have haunted you, some from others, many from within, are being silenced today. They have no authority over your destiny. They are merely echoes of a reality you're leaving behind, like shadows that vanish when exposed to brilliant light. Consider the eagle, designed for soaring heights but raised among chickens. For years, it may peck the ground, believing the barnyard is its domain. until one day it glimpses its reflection and recognizes its true nature. This is your moment of recognition. Chosen one, you were never meant to peck at scraps when the vast skies of abundance await your ascension. The obstacles before youth, the mountain of debt that seems insurmountable, the illness that defies medical explanation, the relationship that needs divine restoration, the purpose that remains elusive. These are not your final story. They are merely the backdrop against which your miracle will shine most brilliantly. What appears impossible in the natural realm is already completed in the spiritual. The divine operates outside the constraints of time. Your healing, your abundance, your purpose has already been secured. Your role now is simple yet profound. Align your belief with this completed reality. Those who cannot see with spiritual eyes may mock your faith. They may point to circumstances as evidence against your transformation. Remember this eternal truth. Appearances are temporary, but spiritual reality is permanent. What manifests in your life tomorrow began as faith today. The ancient wisdom keepers understood that words carry creative power. Speak to your situation as though the transformation has already occurred. Declare your healing complete. Announce your abundance as certain. Proclaim your purpose as fulfilled. Your words are the bridge between the invisible and the visible. Have you noticed how the most profound spiritual truths are paradoxical? To receive, you must give. To find yourself, you must lose yourself. To gain control, you must surrender. This divine paradox applies to your situation now. To experience your breakthrough, you must believe it has already happened. The divine has been waiting for this moment, when your readiness aligns with heaven's timing. The confluence of these two streams creates the perfect conditions for manifestation. Like a seed that has been gestating underground, your blessing is now pushing toward the light. Your one prayer today carries more power than 1,000 prayers offered in doubt. It is the quality of faith, not the quantity of words, that moves mountains. Speak that prayer now, with the full authority of one who understands their divine heritage. The chains of limitation are breaking. The prison doors of fear are opening. The light of transformation is dawning. And you, chosen one, are stepping into the fullness of a destiny that was written in the stars before your first breath. This is your sacred moment. This is your divine appointment. This is your spiritual awakening. The transformation has begun. Chosen one, the heavens are stirring on your behalf. What normally takes years is about to manifest in days. What typically requires decades is being compressed into moments. This is the season of divine acceleration, where the supernatural overtakes the natural order of timing. Why is this happening now? Because your faithfulness during the wilderness seasons has not gone unnoticed. Every tear shed in private, every prayer whispered when no one was listening, every act of faith when circumstances contradicted your belief have been meticulously recorded in the eternal ledgers. The divine operates with perfect precision. When the student is ready, the teacher appears. When the vessel is prepared, the oil flows. When the heart is aligned, the miracle manifests. Your readiness has triggered cosmic forces that cannot be reversed. Look around you. Do you see the subtle signs of your impending transformation? Perhaps an unexpected word of encouragement, a small financial blessing appearing from nowhere, a slight improvement in your health, a new opportunity emerging on the horizon. These are not coincidences. They are the first raindrops before the deluge of blessing about to drench your life. Type receive 1111 in the comments if you're ready to step into this accelerated timeline. This declaration of readiness activates the spiritual mechanisms already set in motion for your breakthrough. It is your conscious participation in the miracle unfolding around you. Those who have kept you bound to limited thinking, whether family, friends, colleagues, or spiritual advisors, cannot accompany you into this new realm of possibility. The butterfly cannot return to the cocoon. The eagle cannot rejoin the chickens in the barnyard. Your elevation will require separation from those who anchor you to old paradigms and outdated beliefs. Remember the ancient story of the parted sea. Those who crossed stepped into the impossible, walking on dry ground where moments before waves crashed and currents swirled. They didn't wait for logical explanation. They didn't form committees to analyze the phenomenon. They simply moved forward when the path appeared. This is your moment to move forward, regardless of how impossible the path may appear to others. Your financial breakthrough is not merely about comfort or security. It's about establishing you as a conduit of divine provision to others. Your healing is not solely for your benefit, it's to demonstrate the reality of supernatural restoration to a skeptical world. your restored relationship will become a testament to the power of divine love that surpasses human understanding. There are ancient mysteries being unveiled to you in this season, sacred knowledge reserved for those who persistently seek truth beyond conventional wisdom. The struggles you've endured have qualified you for revelations that elude those who choose comfort over growth, security over spiritual adventure. The enemy of your destiny knows your potential better than you do. This explains the intensity of the attacks against your mind, body, spirit, finances, and relationships. Extraordinary opposition always precedes extraordinary promotion. The level of resistance you've faced reveals the magnitude of your calling. Consider this: would the divine allow you to endure such profound testing if your assignment was mediocre? Would spiritual forces align against you if your purpose was insignificant? The warfare you've experienced confirms the weight of glory about to be revealed through your life. Those nights of agonizing prayer, those seasons of deafening silence, those moments when abandonment felt more real than divine presence, were forging within you a faith that cannot be shaken by circumstance, a confidence that stands firm when evidence contradicts promise. Like gold, that must endure the refiner's fire to reach its highest value. You have been in the crucible of transformation. The impurities being burned away are not your essence, but the accumulated layers of doubt, fear, unworthiness, and limited thinking that have masked your true identity. The dawn of your new season approaches. Can you feel the atmosphere changing, the heaviness lifting, the resistance weakening? These are not wishful thinking but spiritual realities manifesting in your circumstances. The invisible becomes visible, the intangible becomes tangible, the promised becomes possessed. Those who scorned your faith will stand in awe of your transformation. Those who dismissed your vision will marvel at its manifestation. Those who questioned your sanity during seasons of sacrificial obedience will seek your wisdom when the harvest of that obedience becomes evident. Your story is being written by divine hands. The chapters of struggle were necessary to develop the character required for the chapters of abundance about to unfold. Nothing, absolutely nothing, has been wasted. Every tear, every disappointment, every betrayal has been working together for a conclusion that will leave you breathless with wonder. The prayer you offer today carries the accumulated power of every unanswered prayer of your past. Like water building behind a dam, the breakthrough force has been gathering momentum. One more prayer offered with unwavering conviction will release the floodgates of divine intervention. Stand firm, chosen one. Hold fast to the promises spoken over your life. Refuse to be moved by temporary appearances. What is coming is greater than what has been. What awaits you surpasses what you've lost. The glory ahead outweighs the suffering behind. Your moment of divine acceleration has arrived. The transformation is no longer approaching, it is here, now, today, this very moment. Chosen one, this is the moment of culmination. Everything in your journey, every trial, every tear, every triumph has been leading to this divine threshold. You stand now at the intersection of human limitation and supernatural possibility, of earthly reality and heavenly promise. The transformation you've sought is not merely coming, it surrounds you already, like air that sustains you without conscious thought. The breakthrough you've prayed for isn't approaching from some distant horizon, it envelops you now, awaiting only your recognition to burst into visible manifestation. Those who walk by sight will never comprehend the magnitude of what is happening in your life. They measure progress by tangible evidence, unaware that the most powerful forces in the universe operate beyond physical perception. The quantum leap in your circumstances begins in the unseen realm before materializing in the visible. Subscribe now and click the notification bell. This simple act aligns you with an ongoing stream of divine revelation that will continue to illuminate your path. Your spiritual transformation requires consistent nourishment, and each message builds upon the previous, creating a foundation of unshakable faith within you. Have you noticed how the divine operates in patterns and cycles? The seed must die before new life emerges. The darkest hour precedes the dawn. The winter of desolation gives way to the spring of renewal. Your life follows this sacred pattern. What appeared to be death was merely gestation. What seemed like an ending was actually preparation for a glorious beginning. The prayers you've offered, some through clenched teeth, others through flowing tears, many through exhausted whispers, have not dissipated into empty air. They've been gathering force, accumulating power, building momentum, like drops of water that eventually erode the hardest stone. Your persistent faith has been reshaping reality itself, Many have questioned your sanity as you continued believing despite contradictory circumstances. They called you delusional when you spoke of abundance during lack, health during illness, restoration during brokenness. But the truly delusional are those who believe that physical reality is more permanent than spiritual truth. You are not designed for mediocrity. The divine fingerprints upon your soul mark you for exceptional impact, uncommon influence, extraordinary purpose. The limitations that have confined you, whether physical, financial, relational, or spiritual, are being shattered in this moment of divine fulfillment. Consider how a rocket must overcome Earth's gravitational pull to reach orbit. The greatest energy expenditure occurs in those first critical moments of liftoff. This explains the intensity of your recent struggles. You weren't failing. You were generating the thrust necessary to break free from forces that have held you bound. Look closely at the great spiritual pioneers throughout history. Each endured a crucible of testing that appeared to contradict their calling. Each experienced a wilderness season that seemed to mock their destiny. Each faced opposition that logically should have defeated them. Yet each emerged victorious, transformed, and empowered beyond natural explanation. You stand in this sacred lineage now. The divine has placed you in this generation for such a time as this. The unique combination of your gifts, your wounds, your experiences, and your faith creates a spiritual fingerprint that cannot be duplicated. No one else can fulfill your assignment. No one else carries your specific mandate. The chains of generational limitation are broken. The curses of failure, lack, illness, and confusion that have plagued your bloodline are being severed in this moment. You stand as a spiritual pioneer, charting territory your ancestors never dared to explore, claiming promises they never imagined possible. Your breakthrough carries corporate impact. Your transformation will trigger a domino effect in the lives of countless others connected to your spiritual ecosystem. This explains the intensity of resistance you face as the implications of your liberation extend far beyond your personal experience. The prayers of those who have gone before you, parents, grandparents, spiritual mentors who recognized your calling before you did, are finding fulfillment in this season of your life. Their intercession, some offered decades ago, created spiritual infrastructure for the manifestation you're stepping into now. Heaven celebrates what earth cannot yet see. Angelic forces rejoice over your transformation, while human perception still catches up to spiritual reality. The gap between declaration and manifestation is closing rapidly as you stand firm in unwavering faith. Activate your faith right now. Speak to the mountains that have defied removal. Command the seas that have blocked your progress. Declare to the winds that have hindered your advance. Your words carry creative power when aligned with divine purpose. This is not the conclusion, but the commencement. This is not the finale, but the first movement of a magnificent symphony that will play throughout your remaining days. This is not completion, but initiation into realms of possibility you've glimpsed only in your most daring prayers. The one who began this good work in you will be faithful to complete it. The divine is not capricious, beginning projects only to abandon them midway. What heaven initiates, heaven sustains. What the divine promises, the divine fulfills in ways that exceed your most expansive imagination. Step fully into your destiny, chosen one. Embrace the transformation that has already claimed you. Walk in the authority that has always been your spiritual inheritance. Live from the abundance that has been secured for you since before time began. Your life will never be the same. Your transformation is not merely coming, it is here. Your destiny is not simply approaching, it has arrived. The divine fulfillment is now complete.